Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you.
We have a new bay rum today from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, come on in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to show off one of the EDPs we got during the holidays. We have Kane from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Yo, our collection of EDPs is growing, and this is because we've been listening to Lee Noons. Is this a Christmas scent? Well, sure, but peppermint? Good. Barbershop? Good. Barbasol? Nobody said that. Nobody said Barbasol. Y'all, what a beautiful EDP to enjoy year-round, and only you will know there's a connection to Santa Claus. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today was actually, speaking of Santa Claus, in the Advent calendar from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And this was the first one, and everyone lost their minds, and we finally have Blue Moon Bay Rum.
Y'all, we're so excited. Let's meet the soap. Y'all, whenever our phones start going off like crazy before 6 a.m., we know that people on the East Coast have opened a certified banger. And boy, did that happen when the friends of ours who have the Advent calendar opened door number one this year. And we have been waiting ever since to get our noses on this from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
With the overwhelming popularity of Blue Moon Bay Rum in our holiday Advent calendar, we knew we had to give this unique, addictive Bay Rum creation its very own full release. Now it's back and ready to elevate your winter grooming routine to interstellar heights. Heck, chances are you will be wearing this stuff all year long. It's that good. What makes it special?
You want to give away some scent notes?
Yeah, sure.
This isn't your typical bay rum. It's a bold, imaginative evolution, blending timeless, spicy warmth with a cool, celestial edge. The delicate and ethereal moonflower adds a touch of mystery and sophistication, perfectly complementing the bright, frosty accents of blue spruce, citrus, and blueberry. Together, they create a perfect balance with the comforting, spicy richness of West Indian herbs and citrus, making it the ideal companion for chilly winter days and festive nights. All this with 0 clove. You're welcome.
Experience the bold, sensual allure of Blue Moon Bay Rum, a scent that feels like stepping into a magical winter night under a luminous blue moon. Whether you're new to Bay Rum or a longtime fan, that's me, this unique twist is guaranteed to make your shaved end shine brighter, bluer.
Y'all, this sends such ripples out through the shaving community. I couldn't call anybody in December without them picking up the phone going, "Did you try it yet?" No, we're a first impression show, so let's take it out of the box. Did you see if we had a hollow label?
I did not. I just cracked it so we didn't have to embarrass ourselves opening the box.
I knew when it was going to drop, so I hit purchase, and I am just crossing my fingers that we got a hollow label. I think I got it within an hour, but we'll see how popular these were. And y'all, this is something you did not see yet at all. We're going to shoot this today, and if we seem a little extra excited, it's just because Blue Moon Bay Rum and the #1 doppelganger first in a new series on the same day. Oh, I did not get a hollow label. This must have sold really fast, but this is the classic label. And y'all, let's have a grown-up conversation. These classic labels are so amazing. I'm never really disappointed that I did not get a hollow label. Sometimes I even wait because I love the classic labels so much that I wait and get that one. All right, and let's see if we can figure out which splash it is. You did not see this one. I have been waiting forever for an excuse to get Shave Chaser because I had Skin Bracer when I was a teenager, so I did the free shipping thing and got that as well.
See if we guessed right.
So did you get the right one?
I don't know. We're going to see.
Is it blue?
Wait for it. It is.
Hey, you got it. All right, let's do our perfect new Bay Rum, friends. Okay, y'all, am I blue? I will be in a minute after this first impression.
Look at these labels. There's a whole saucer action and a boat there on a pirate ship. And then is that the Loch Ness Monster? There's a lot happening.
That is the same spacecraft that was in Frostbite. So I wonder if there might be a tiny crossover.
There's Nessie hanging out.
Right.
It does say high strangeness.
And somebody summoned a kraken.
That's true.
Under that. But all right, I think I'm going to give you this very first impression. I'm going to ask you some questions. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Take it in, see what you get.
I am a Bay Rum fan.
She is our resident Bay Rum fanatic around here. Y'all in the best of ways.
I never thought I would be, which is so fun. But now, Blue Moon. I don't know if it's going to be sweeter with the moonflower and the blueberry. There's some other things.
And y'all, if you are new to the wet shaving world and to our show, this is Atomic Age Bay Rum. Y'all, songs are written about this. And when we were reaching out to some of the artisans at the very beginning of our journey just to say hi and get to know them a little bit, one of them even said, I don't even do a Bay Rum because Douglas is just so good. And that is the beginning of Blue Moon Bay Rum and Space Nog and the shaving and all of the amazing Bay Rums from PAA. And they are all so different. I already made a place for this in our cabinet. All right, open it up. See what you get.
It's been fun. Our friends on the phone won't give many secrets away. They just make lots of sound effects like, oh my God, you're going to love it. So we'll see. Okay. Diving in. Well, there's nothing what I expected, but I see why everyone's freaking out.
Nice. What'd you get?
Hey, hold on. It's a fun. I'm diving deep into the deep blue here.
Go in again.
Oh, wow. I think this is the most playful, maybe, of the Bay Rums we've had so far. It's not Space Nog, but that one's more lactonic sweet. This one's more a fun, I don't want to say candy vibe, but there's something in it that's in the sweeter notes.
And that's saying something because one of them has a clown on it.
It's not necessarily that I want to take a bite out of it.
Okay.
Like, it's not fully gourmand.
Right.
But it has a lot of the brighter, sweeter things than I was expecting.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going back.
Oh, yeah,
Let's see if I can find some words here.
Take it all in.
I think what I'm actually getting the most of is that moonflower part.
Oh, right.
I didn't even know what that was, so I'm actually glad we kept reading because that's the secret sauce in this.
Gotcha. So y'all moonflower.
I think that's what's rounding out. Like, that's the part in the middle that's getting me from more of the Bay Rum into the prettier side. And then the sweeter side, I don't know if sweet is a good word. I'm working on my adjectives here. But there's something bright.
Right.
I almost wanted to say powerful, but it's not overwhelming. So maybe I'll keep working on my words.
Right.
There is, I don't know if it's actually blueberry.
Right.
But it's like a muddled kind of thing. Something's happened to it. And then there's something that's brighter, and I think that's the floral that's kind of adding the lemony, kind of zesty kind of side.
Right.
And I think there might be a little spruce, like actual thing, but it's the little friend at the back edge of the scent throughout, like it's there. So it adds just a little bit more of the masculine-ish kind of hit.
Right.
Like, this is a complete unisex version of a Bay Rummy kind of scent, in my opinion. Like, both of us could totally wear this.
Love it.
The sweeter sides, the more florally kind of thing on me, I think would pop. On you, the deeper spruce kind of edge would be more of a thing that I think will pop out.
Right.
If I had to do a crowd pleaser kind of scale, I think this is like at least like a 7 or an 8.
Nice.
It's more on that side.
Love it.
We'll wait till the magic scale till you smell it, but there's some magic here, y'all.
My biggest question to the brethren was, is there blueberry? Is that where the blue comes in the title? And they were like, not so much. They're just a hints of it. Is that how you're finding it?
I think it's more of like an effervescence, like a soda pop that you could just crack the lid on. Like, there's something in it that takes me to like the scene in Willy Wonka where she ate the blue thing and she just, there's something kind of fun and masterful and playful happening with this scent.
That same thing's happening to me. It's just taking many years.
I don't think I want to hog this anymore. I kind of think you should get a little whiff of this bad boy.
Sometimes the best moments in life are meant to be shared. All right, the shaking clam. Here we go. Y'all, Stephen King said it best. My best ideas are taking two very different things and putting them together. When he was a high school substitute teacher, not even making enough money to cover the antibiotics for one of his kids' ear infections, he was looking at one of the students in his class. And, well, she didn't have that many resources. She wore the same sweater every day. All the kids would pick on her. And, well, forgive me, but something happened to her in the shower when something happened for the first time, and all the other girls made fun of her in the PE class. And he felt really bad for her. And then he picked up his magazine that had all these science fiction stories in it. And one of them said that telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, often hits female girls at the time of their first...
Oh.
Boom. And y'all, 2 weeks later, Carrie was finished. It was just about the idea. And a month later, he got a call. He was given a $250,000 advance on the book. And from then on, his whole world changed. It's about putting two things together that don't necessarily go together. My first impression of this is so charming because they've taken different woods and given them the candied nature that a blueberry has. So it's not like these scent notes are going to be familiar. They've taken them and done things to them. Is there spruce? Technically, yes, but it's not the spruce note you know. They've candied it. They've bay-rummed it. They've done things to it. And the way these click is not just in 2 prongs. It's like 8 prongs where these are clicking together. Whoa, hold on.
Yep.
I'm just going back for my second whip. And then for every note of sweet, and as you said, that was the perfect word, muddled blueberry, I also get the sense of somewhere clean and put together and classic, almost bordering on an aftershave. And those two things are being put together as if Grandpa Joe is standing next to Willy Wonka himself. And I love that you said candied, because it's not so much in the character of the sweets, it's in the character of the charm. This is wild. And here's what I love about the candied sense. You have to look for it. You don't have to look hard. You just have to... But they're there. However, if you don't, this stays a beautiful, debonair, dapper bay rum with a hint of whimsy. Think Edwin, think Robin Williams. This is what they would smell like. And it doesn't take itself as seriously as an Aventus. And I think in our modern era, the more you can project that you have a sense of humor and you don't take anything too seriously, the better off you are. Even reminding yourself and having something like this on your shoulder would really do that. Y'all, I might have to just invent a charming scale for this particular episode, because this is your 10. This is your Nadia Comaneci. And then when you decide to dive down, that pool just deepens and deepens and deepens. So while the doorman does have a little bit more of a familiar and jovial nature, once he opens the door, y'all, you are not expecting the plunge you are about to take. What a wild world this is.
See if you can find the moonflower, though. It's hiding, but it's there.
Y'all, that's the second doorman. Once you find your way in and you are surrounded by this mysterious plunge, you meet this like Gandalf character who then sees you through the rest of it. And that is the moonflower. Subtle, but strong and sweet in its nature and perfect in the balance, because that's the scent that then lets me discover all of those spices that are hiding down deep under it. The rum in the bay rum, those spices. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to see what this smells like in the lather. So y'all, these are our bougie sticks from Amazon.com, so we don't contaminate our soap. And I'm just going to pull out a tiny bit there, a little almond size. I'm going to drop this into my KUN shaving bowl. Now, this is the blue copper ore bowl, and I thought it was apropos for the blue episode.
Yeah, I'm with you. Good pick.
And y'all, I'm just going to make a smooth surface here with the soap so that my brush won't pull up any chunks. It'll just kind of grab a little bit off the top of that new surface I'm making with my finger. And this is our vertical bloom here at the Barbershop Duet. I'm going to wet the soap, but I'm going to let the rest of the water chill out there at the bottom. It's going to be needed in a minute, but it is not quite yet. This is my Phantom Airlight brush, y'all. And when it comes to blue, they don't get much prettier. And I love the feel of these bristles. Ultra soft, but with just enough backbone to do everything you need to do. I'm going to go forwards. I'm going to go backwards and just start bringing some of that soap onto the bristles. Push down, feel a little bit of the backbone, see a little bit of display, and then I'm going to rotate my brush 25%, and all of a sudden a bunch more soap's going to jump onto those bristles. And look at this lather that is already coming forth. Are you smelling the blueberry?
Me too. I was almost getting like an apple crisp or something too.
Right.
Wow, it is waking up. I'm glad we did this before we read the scent notes, because there's something else coming alive.
Y'all, they have just candied nature. Is this ultra realistic? Yes. Is it supernatural? Yes. But all of it all of it has been given this delightful candy scent.
I almost feel like I'm in like Alice in Wonderland. Like the colors are just turned up.
That's it.
The vibrancy is there.
Yeah. And you said at the very beginning, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun to smell. I just get delighted by the cleverness of this. Just the longer whiff you can give it, the more fun you're going to have.
Right?
And y'all, here's a thought. I am on my quest to find the ultimate Marcus Clean scent where nobody would pick out any scent notes and it wouldn't necessarily be soap, but they would just know, oh, that's a clean character. I used to wear La Mail by Jean-Paul Gaultier when I was in high school to achieve that sort of. But this is special. Because when this walks by you, the sense you're going to get is not clean. The sense you're going to get, without even perceiving that they're wearing anything, is clever. And I'm not sure how to better describe that. But if somebody walked by me and this is the whiff I got, I'd be like, oh, they're on their way to a laboratory.
Right? I think that's why I got Willy Wonka in mind earlier.
Right.
Like, what would he smell like?
Oh, yeah,
You know?
this laboratory doesn't necessarily make foot medication. I'd love to see Douglas's laboratory someday, but it looks like the big chocolate room with the waterfall. And in that spirit, this is something you'll only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the everlasting gobstopper whiff. On 3, 1, 2. You know, it's less candied here. It's more real, but all of those beautiful sweets are coming together in a different, more natural way. I can sense the spruce. I can sense the flower.
Too. And actually more of the bay rum itself.
Right. Yes.
That spices throughout the whole scent.
I am sensing the rum in this bay rum unlike I have ever sensed before. And I think we've got most of them.
It's one of those ones you just can't stop taking a long whiff.
Right. And y'all, this is a guy who's going to leave his lab and go hiking.
Yes.
This is still somebody with a very natural edge to them, and they want to bring that outdoor sense into the laboratory.
Agreed.
And y'all, when we watch Marion the Barbarian on YouTube, we love to see how the lather coats his face. And while we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, we realize some of you might like to see how this Phoenix lather covers a dry face. Y'all, there is something special about a vegan formula. I know tallow is extraordinary, but there is just something cushiony and thick and comforting about a vegan butter-based formula.
And you are super protected. It's still slick. It does work wonderfully. And I gotta say, having the smell near your face is just a bonus.
You know what's amazing? If you asked me if this is sweet, I'd be like, of course it's sweet. What's wrong with you? But then, as I'm sensing it now,
Right?
no. No. It's spicy and blue and charming. But it doesn't have to go crazy sweet.
I think that's why it was so hard to describe when I took my first whiff. Like, I was hit by so many different words that I could use.
It doesn't even have to try.
No.
And I think that's what's amazing about it. We were watching a long string of Saturday Night Live auditions this morning, including those that didn't make it, including the guy who just took off all his clothes and decided to do a monologue completely naked. Y'all, that's trying too hard. This doesn't. This is just inviting you into its depths and its charm and its character and its scent notes! All right, y'all, back to the only paragraph we did not read yet from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Here is your scent profile.
Moonflower laced with the crisp, invigorating bite of blue spruce. Those are good words.
Yep, and I love that it puts the moonflower first. That is how this is being sensed. A gentle nature is your doorman, and then a rather strong bouncer is standing behind them.
And then a playful hint of blueberry.
And that's just it. That keeps moving. That's the tug of war in this. As soon as you think you have found the blueberry behind that corner, it pops out over there.
And it's funny, my brain gets an image of a blue, like kind of almost snow globe, but everything inside has a blue hint to it.
And it's a dapper blueberry, y'all. This is not a strawberry shortcake squeeze the doll. It's going to give kisses blueberry. No, this is somehow a masculinated blueberry. And then
warm, spiced breeze of West Indian herbs, citrus, and exotic spices that anchors the scent in true PAA Bay Rum tradition.
An entire row of our PAA aftershaves are the Bay Rums.
Yep.
And they're on the lower shelf, so she can reach them fast. Could this be representing the feminine half of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements of Francis Towell? Could this be a bit of a feminine Bay Rum?
If I were to say, just from off here, yes. So I'm curious to get our noses on the splash, because that usually, as the dry down hits, is quite an experience.
Then we might have to take this down a little bit deeper.
funny because I don't want to say moonflower and just assume that it makes it feminine, but that moonflower is a fun experience.
And how inspired is this name? Blueberry and moonflower.
Right.
So Blue Moon.
Duh.
Bayrum. And you know something that's kind of inspired? As I think about our PAA Bayrum collection,
Right.
There is one for just about every occasion, except taking the nieces to Children's Fairyland.
100%.
Y'all, you think I'm going to throw clown fruit at them? And it's not that it's a childish smell.
No.
It's just that it's that crowd-pleasing.
Isn't that fun? I just think fun is a word that keeps coming to mind.
Absolutely. Okay, y'all, here's a little fun we're going to have here because this is how the aftershaves come from PAA. There is a little plug in the restrictor, and when it comes out, it lets you know that fun is about to be had. Are you ready to hear this? Here we go. There we go. All right, I want you to try this first. I always do
My
the splashes
sleeves up.
first. Yeah.
Get ready for the goods
Here
here.
we go. When the splash is new, the juice doesn't come out quite so easy, so you got to give it a couple extra shakes. All right.
My goodness, things are happening.
The wood. The
Oh, you woke up?
spruce. Y'all, if you are a spruce fan, it is in the splash. This is phenomenal.
There's more layers and more depths, and everything just still is blue.
Hold on a second. Whoa. I don't get that spruce anywhere near as much in the soap as I do so gloriously in the splash. It is almost an evergreen. Are you sensing that?
You're right. I'm really glad we opened the splash because that layer got turned up much more.
And you know what's growing on the tree? Candied blueberries. I mean, get your basket and start climbing. I don't know how the spruce blueberry tree, but we have arrived.
Yep. I still feel like we don't have the right word for sweet. Because it is sweet, but it's not like you're going to get a cavity sweet. It's just the fun turned up version.
It's kind of like what Lifesaver did for lime.
Ah.
This is doing for spruce and
There you
blueberry. Kind of a thing. It's still there. But it's just given such a charm.
I think you're right, though. Somebody with kids in the house that helped them pick out their scents, they're going to want to steal this one. There's just something fun if Dad was wearing this.
And y'all, I love that they call them notes. Because you could have the same notes in a slightly different balance mean absolutely nothing, but in the hands of the right perfumer, those same notes are going to make something extraordinary. And that is why my nose is diving into this so hard. I love that they found exactly the right notes for this Clair de Lune because one, either direction would have been wrong. And y'all, we have recently instituted our magic scale or our cleverness scale for this exact reason. Scent notes you might know put together in such a balance they present brand new fireworks in the sky. This one is an 8 or a 9 for me. Where are you putting this?
I was going to say a 9 myself, too.
I might know these notes in another way, but in this balance, they take on such new life. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepping foot on the blue moon for the very first time in 1969. And the first thing you're going to do is glance over that ridge over there and switch over to the medical channel so that it's private, so nobody's recording it. And you're going to tell your supervisors, yeah, they're here and they're watching us. And you're going to get your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I have had my shave, y'all, with Blue Moon Bay Rum, and I have not taken off the splash in about 4 days. This is about segues. So when you smell Big Shaves East and you smell the apricot, the frangipani, the tobacco, beautiful. You can sense them each on their own, and then you can sense how they merge. Y'all, this is different. I get the blue spruce, but I don't know where it ends. I get the moonflower, but I don't know where it starts. And the blueberry, I don't know either one, because one of these introduces you to the other, and melds so beautifully and seamlessly between them that it not only creates a brand new personality of those three, but doesn't let you lose sight of any of them. Which is why, while I did not say this during the episode, I'm saying it now. This is the third entrant into the Masterpiece 2025 collection at the Barbershop Duet, and Sarah agrees with me. Douglas and Fran, thank you for this. I now understand the shockwaves this created throughout the community, and y'all, the longer you wear this, the more you love it.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey, y'all. So for our February giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get a $20 gift card to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements so you can pick up a Blue Moon Bay Rum for yourself. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here on our first March episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
And you know what's a great answer to do you smell the blueberry? Yes, as soon as you know how to look for it, you can find it every time. And it's dancing behind the spruce. It's dancing under the flower, but it is there.
I do still want to mention, I think the shining star is the moonflower, and the fact that it's only out at night just makes it even more magical and mysterious.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that in PAA soaps,
Right?
but I hope we see more from now on because it is amazing.
And everyone that told us that we had to get this, you were right. We understand. We get it now.
The moonflower is like where sweet meets creamy, and then it's just your doorman into this adventure. Y'all, home run. I am loving this, and I am so sad we have a first reaction show and can't do next year's advent calendar.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more blue just watching this.